Good morning everyone and welcome to today's daily market review. It's the last day of the trading week. It's the 12th of February 2021 and this is Mohanad Yaoud, Head of Market Research at CJC Markets in the MENA region. Basically the markets yesterday were a bit choppy. We didn't have many or some major moves that we could trade. All of the markets, or roughly most of the markets, are moving in a sideways manner. So let's check today what we are going to have on the charts and what do we expect for today, for today's trading. So please stay tuned. Welcome back everyone. So let's start our day by having a quick look on the dollar index, which basically has done nothing since yesterday. It's still moving in a sideways range between 90.52 and this lower level of 90.25 roughly. This is a sideways correction after the sharp move to the downside. We are still bearish on the dollar index overall or on the medium term. However, this correction might extend to the upside to this level, which we're having here, of around 90.67. So we might have a move to the upside to break above 90.52. The correction might extend to those levels. However, after this correction, we are still bearish overall on the dollar index and we're expecting the move to the downside. So what we are expecting on the dollar index to be something like this. Bear in mind that today is the last day of the trading week. Normally the markets are a bit conservative. You know, we are not expecting any major moves today, especially that we don't have any news or announcements that we are waiting for, regardless of the pound news that just came out right now. But on the dollar index, we're not expecting a big move for today. Regarding the euro dollar, it's still also doing the same, still moving in the sideways range that we did highlight yesterday. The upward zone for this sideways move is 1.2145 to the upside, and to the downside is 1.2110. We are still moving in a sideways range. We might have a decline to retest those levels that we mentioned was an important support zone, and after this we are expecting a move to the upside, which should be confirmed by a confirmed breakout after 1.2145 to target 1.2890. Again, I don't expect this move to happen today. We might be trading in a sideways, in the same sideways range during the day. Regarding the pound, was the only thing that basically had some negative movements. That was the sideways range or the correction that we did highlight. However, we've managed to break below this level of 1.3816, which means that the correction, the downward correction, is extending to the downside on the pound dollar. So what we are expecting on the pound might be a retest to those levels, those key levels, because once we broke above those levels, we never came back. So we might think of being bearish on the pound dollar during the day to retest 1.3755, and that should be on the 30 minutes time frame. So we had a move to the upside, a confirmed break. This is a minor retest that we shouldn't really consider as a retest. We did have an upward move, and it seems that we are trying to come back to this level to retest it. However, our key level for today is this one, which is 1.3762. If we did have a confirmed retest from those levels with a bullish price action from here, we will be long on the pound dollar to target 1.3865. However, any break below this level, and specifically below 1.3721, should be bearish on the pound dollar. Let's have another look on the dollar yen, which also is trying to move in a sideways range. That was the upward zone that we did highlight, 104.84 on the Japanese, or on the dollar versus the Japanese yen. So that is basically the level that I'm looking for, and the maximum zone is this one, 104.94, or basically 105. This is the key level that I'm looking for. Any trading, if we did hold our trading below this level, we are bearish on the dollar yen to continue the move to the downside. So we did have a move here to the downside, and this is all a correction, and then we are moving again to the downside, and this is what we are expecting on the dollar yen. Let's just remove this zone and this one. So those are our key levels for today on the dollar yen. Basically, the only instrument that had a nice movement yesterday was basically gold. We did highlight yesterday that we are having this key level of $1832.30. We did have a brilliant move to the downside, a break to the downside, a close, and we didn't have a retest yet. I can see here that there is a positive divergence on gold on the momentum indicators. So this move is not supported by weak momentum. We might have a retest today from those current levels to retest this zone to the upside, and then off we go to the downside. So overall we are bearish on gold. However, due to the weak momentum, we are expecting an upward retest that should stop at $1832.30, and then we will be short on gold trading, and this is the zone that we are expecting the retest for. Then we are bearish on the gold trading during this or on the medium term. Our targets should be basically down here, and that's our view on gold trading. Let's have another look on oil trading, the crude oil, which basically had some bearish selling forces yesterday. We did manage to break below 58.07, which was our level to the downside, our key level, and right now basically we're extending the correction in a sideways range. That's our selling zone and that's our buying zone. So basically it is a sideways move that you could basically trade on maybe the 1 hour time frame. Sellers here and buyers here. This is basically what we are expecting on oil trading. So the move or the key level to the downside is around 57.50, and the move on the upside is 58.75. That's the move that we are expecting on the oil trading. We might be moving in a sideways range on this level for some time before moving on or breaking up to the upside to continue the bullish trend on US crude oil. Regarding the Dow Jones index, we basically managed to break below this level of the upward price channel, and again we are moving in a sideways range. The buyers here and the sellers around this point. So the key level to the downside is roughly about here. Around 31,300, and the move to the upside is basically having a resistance of 31,500. That's the move that we are expecting on the Dow Jones, a ping pong trade between the support and the resistance, and we'll be waiting for a breakout either to the upside to continue the uptrend or to the downside for the correction to extend or to be more bearish on the medium term. So that's what we are expecting on the markets today. Thank you very much for following up with the daily market review. We will be up with you on next Monday with the start of the new week. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay safe.
CJC Markets is a leading global financial institution that has granted a derivatives issuer license issued by the Financial Markets Authority New Zealand. CJC Markets has a wide range of products, latest technology platform, and eminent customer service. CJC Markets offers superior execution, competitive spreads, and low transaction costs. CJC Markets. Smart trading, smart life.